All right. Welcome, everybody, to Power 10 Sports Talk. This is going to be covering the Super Bowl. I don't know if we're allowed to say it or if we have to say big game or superb owl, but it is your host this week, Andrew Gibb, and joining me this week, the always beautiful, always lovely Erin Polsey, the man who said Greg Odom would be the greatest of all time without injuries, John Sacco.
Greatest center of all time, but yes.
Yeah. And the only person who would bandwagon the worst team in LA, Brady Gibb. And before we get started, remember to give us a like, a comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you're going to subscribe. It gives you a notification when the videos go up. Everything you do helps us out so much. We really just kind of want to add in those subscribers. We know that whenever you guys like it, we're appreciating it. If you leave comments, it gives us something that we could possibly be talking about on the next week's show. But if you also want to follow us on Twitter and on Facebook at Power 10 Sports, we really appreciate it. And that's where you can get any of the news that we post out or anything about upcoming shows that we'll have coming out. But let's get right into it with the news. NCAA football announced it's coming back. We'll see that in about 2 or 3 years on just next-gen platforms, so the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. This is pretty exciting. Is there anything you guys are looking forward to with the NCAA games coming back out?
Mascot Mania.
Mascot Mania, that's the big one.
Mascot Mania is the only thing I want.
I don't want to celebrate EA getting another sports franchise.
Yeah.
But hopefully it plays better than Madden.
Yeah, I just want to be able to play as Zippy from the University of Akron. That's all I need.
Life goals. Keep them basic and you can meet them all.
Yeah, I can attain that goal. We can, as long as I can play as the Chanticleer, well, that'll all be great.
I think it'll be interesting.
I grinded hours on that dynasty mode.
All right, Erin?
Oh, no, that's okay. John, you're good. I don't know what dynasty mode. I've never played the game. I was just going to say, I think it'll be interesting to see how the guys are all compensated for it. Because, like, they'll be, at that point, they'll be able to be paid for their image and likeness.
They did say they aren't going to use names. And so it essentially would be QB7 for Ohio State's quarterback.
So then what are they still going to pay the dude who's on the cover?
Cover athlete will get paid, and it seems like that'll be about it. Or if they have, like, a big role in the game. EA did sign a big contract with some agency that gives them permission to use a majority of schools that are Division I. They still have to reach out to Texas, Notre Dame, and the U separately to have them be in the game. But for right now, most Division I schools are already in. So that's something you get to look forward to in 2024, 2023.
Right around the corner.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be like tomorrow.
Yeah, the way
2020 showed us anything, years just kind of blow by super quick.
I know, we're already in February, so listen, 2021's basically over. So we might as well
maybe I could get a PS5 by then. Who knows? Maybe they'll be in stores.
Yeah, next bit of gaming news, Fernando Tatis Jr. and Jackie Robinson will be on the cover of MLB The Show 21. And that'll actually be available for the first time in years on Xbox. So that's something that we haven't seen in a long time. Basically, before now, you had to have a PlayStation to play baseball games or any quality. So who knows? Maybe this is the transition to everyone having an Xbox.
Listen, for us non-gamers here who've only ever owned a Wii, what is the difference between PlayStation and Xbox? Like games? I know that
it's mostly exclusives.
Game consoles.
Yeah, exclusives. PlayStation just has more.
Yeah. So they basically for years had the rights to, I don't want to say they had the exclusive rights to MLB, but they were the only ones that could put out a quality product with the most up-to-date rosters and uniforms and all that.
Okay.
So
are
now
we talking like a Bob Evans versus Cracker Barrel situation, basically the same stuff, but one is seen slightly more elevated than the other?
Yeah, I would say it's a fair assessment. And then
I don't know, because PlayStation just has better games.
PlayStation
you got the
is
God
Bob
of Wars,
Evans.
The Spider-Mans. It's
Xbox
kind of like
is Cracker
Bob
Barrel.
Evans versus McDonald's breakfast or something.
Listen, don't you dare talk crap on McDonald's breakfast.
Don't ish McDonald's breakfast.
It is my favorite hash browns for life.
I mean,
yeah. But yeah, basically the big difference is PlayStation gets Spider-Man in a game, Xbox has their stuff, and everyone just kind of prefers PlayStations because they're more fun. They're better written wise. They look a little bit better. So yeah, it's now just going to be less games are going to be exclusive. Probably maybe baseball is the start of it.
I feel like that's ideal. Like, who really can afford? I don't know. I guess
afford both. That's $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can afford both a PlayStation and an Xbox. Like, why not make your base bigger? You can sell more games if they can cross over between systems. Like, financially and business, like that sounds like a great idea.
I mean, those show games are probably more fun than actual baseball. Let's be honest. Yeah. I'd rather play a couple games of the show than watching a few games of baseball.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Next bit of news: LeBron James said he's against having an All-Star game, leading the NBA in MVP votes, and he's saying, "Let's not do it. It's a bad idea." Darren Fox said something.
Someone else made a statement yesterday.
Darren Fox had made a statement a few days ago saying we shouldn't have it. Why would we do this? It's just a health risk. Just kind of do the three-point contest, the dunk contest from home. Keep everyone safe. Let's not try and ruin the season.
You really could do the dunk contest from home. Just live Zoom, have LeBron go do a dunk from his private.
Yeah, that's his private NBA
I mean,
courts.
every single basketball player, they have a private court and they're like outside or
they
anywhere.
Can get access to a private court. Like all they have to do is go to their local high school and be like, "Hey, can I rent out the gym?"
Or their team facilities if they're in town.
By the way, the other person that made a statement was Giannis.
Giannis.
Yeah, he made a statement saying like, "I'd rather spend this weekend with my family, get to see my family, than go play a game that means nothing."
Yeah.
Like the All-Star game doesn't affect the outcome of anything anyway. Like, why not?
It means less and less every year. It's honestly just kind of a fun weekend for LeBron and his buddies to hang around,
Yeah.
Right. So I get it.
Yeah. There's no real reason to still have it. I imagine being Karl Anthony Towns. Like, you've lost 5 or 6 family members to COVID, and now they're like, we're still gonna have an All-Star game. We're like, this could just be a super spreader event.
It literally could shut down the NBA for months.
It
could. Essentially, if you think ideally, you have one player from each team go be an all-star, and then they go back to their one team and one guy shows up or one trainer or one coach tests positive. All of those guys contact tracing. If any of those guys test positive, it literally could shut down the entire NBA.
Oh, it's much different from teams flying city to city when you bring all the teams to one city.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a whole different dynamic. I don't know if they'll do another bubble, but we'll see how quickly they can get everyone vaccinated. Maybe it all blows over by the end of the basketball season.
Yeah,
true.
Not for us, but probably for the NBA.
For the rich and famous.
Yeah.
Yep.
And since I assume none of us watched the Pro Bowl for the NFL.
Nope.
We have Brady Gibb here to discuss it, because he was the only person that retained any sort of information about it.
Okay,
I forgot it happened.
Let me open up the Instagram post from the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he had to go to the NFL Instagram post to get it.
Hey,
right now my internet is not working very fast.
It was a Pro Bowl game on Madden being played by 8 people in total?
Yes. Okay.
A Madden tournament. Interesting.
Teams were AFC: Deshaun Watson, Derrick Henry, Keyshawn Johnson, and Snoop Dogg.
All right.
NFC:
Did you say Snoop Dogg?
Yes. So from what I understood, they sent 4 guys from each side to play as the AFC Pro Bowl team, the NFC Pro Bowl team.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was Deshaun, Derrick Henry, Keyshawn, and Snoop
Dogg.
Wait, why is Snoop Dogg?
Celebrities.
They just added
celebrity in it. So who is the NFC?
The professional athletes themselves aren't?
Paul Adams, Marshawn Lynch, and Bubba Wallace.
Okay. But yeah, it's just kind of like
solid lineup, I guess.
Have celebrities in, maybe somebody will watch. I'm betting that didn't change anything.
The athletes themselves are celebrities.
Yeah.
What does Dog bring to the table? And then he's hilarious whenever he's high, which the NFL doesn't let their athletes smoke anyway. So.
Yeah. Brady, who won?
NFC.
And was it everyone playing as like a collective? Was it just like
so they had
1v1s the whole way as a tournament?
2-player Madden is the worst.
Well, It was 8-player Madden.
It's something like playing squads with your friends on Ultimate Team versus 4 other people.
That sounds gross.
So like you have everyone that made it to the Pro Bowl, and you're playing on that team. If you're on the AFC, and if you're on the NFC, you're playing with that team.
That does not sound fun at all.
It doesn't sound fun either. But
Listen,
they do have a lot of pictures posted.
Yeah, because why would you want pictures from Madden posted as if it actually happened?
Like
screenshots.
Big
Screen
stage.
caps.
I was on a stage. Is that what you said, Brady?
What? Oh no, I was just saying they had a big stage and cool thing.
I would rather, honestly, the NBA do their All-Star game like that than do an in-person
Blacktop.
game.
Blacktop 2K.
Like, I'd rather.
No, 2K is a
people play
superior
2K.
game to Madden, so.
Yeah, I'd rather them play 2K at home.
Yeah.
Twitch, like do a Twitch stream where it's, you watch the game, but you hear everyone's voices.
Yeah.
Like, and then, you'd get to see the personalities of the players outside of being on a court, which would be fun and entertaining, and it'd be the same option.
Yeah. We need
I thought they
Kawhi
should have
facing
done that
off
with the
against
Bumble.
like somebody that's like a huge shit talker. Kawhi who will say probably nothing versus somebody that won't shut up. Yeah, Lou Williams maybe. I'm trying to think of somebody in the NBA now that's like a real big talker.
Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, Pat Bev, Lou Williams.
But they're both still on the Clippers though.
Yeah, yeah. So you have
Inner squad.
Little inter squad scrimmage.
Yeah, you might see Kawhi talk then, but get somebody that like he doesn't know real well that might talk shit.
But I thought that would have been so fun to watch during the bubble, like watch the eliminated players like all in a Zoom conference call or something, just live reacting. Like I honestly don't care what Charles Barkley has to say at halftime. Let me see what
I don't
like Giannis is saying about the Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, like
they're all roasting him.
I know that the Lakers did like a Madden and 2K tournament while they were in the bubble because JaVale McGee started vlogging, and I keep up with the sports world and watched his vlog. And he would post updates about it. And like that stuff to me is entertaining because they're just being normal people.
Yeah.
Like I would rather watch someone be normal than watch a game that has absolutely no meaning.
Yeah.
Side content was my favorite in the bubble, watching all the players go fishing. Yeah. My favorite NBA meme had nothing to do with basketball. It was just when the sports team would post a picture of their any player catching a fish, everyone would treat it like the same fish. Like, how this dumbass getting caught again?
Now, the one highlight of the NBA All-Star Game is we could possibly see something as bad as Fergie doing the national anthem again. And there's nothing I would rather see more than her butcher the national anthem or somebody do it and see all the players try and save face and not laugh while she's doing this.
That was funny. Embarrassing and funny.
Oh, yeah, for her, horrible. Funny. For everyone else involved, probably the greatest moment ever. You're on national TV. You can't laugh because it's a national anthem. This woman's going to do the worst job possible, and you can't laugh. It's like Silent Library. They essentially did a little clip from Silent Library and posted it as NBA content.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, it's interesting that no one got upset at the fact that she butchered it, saying that was disrespectful to America. But, Well,
I mean, I didn't know why they had Matchbox 20 at first. And I was like, oh, yeah, Canadian national anthem, because the Raptors exist.
The Raptors do exist.
I often forget that we have one team in Canada that we need to consider and sing a national anthem for.
Well, they're playing in
NFL,
Buffalo,
the only team that doesn't have a Canadian team, like an only league, because the MLB does.
MLB has the Blue Jays. NBA has the Raptors. Hockey
has like 4 of them.
MLS has 3 or 4 hockey.
Right.
Or
so it's literally just the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so,
it's
for some reason America like thinks that we don't have Canadian teams all the time, but like it's literally one league is the outlier.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's odd. Yeah,
I think a huge market for the NFL.
Since there is just
one of the CFL teams.
Yeah. Kick out the Eagles and put somebody else in their place. Like essentially, like the worst NFL team gets booted out, and the best CFL team makes it in.
the whole NFC East for a year.
Yeah, the whole NFC East is suddenly Canadian.
XFL and the CFL, and then do a relegation league.
That's what the Premier League does every year.
Yeah,
exactly.
Whoever comes in last, you get dropped down. Whoever comes in
booted.
first.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That's
Jaguars.
something interesting.
And it stops teams from tanking too to get good draft picks. Because if you tank, you don't get your draft picks. You just get put down in the lower league.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen that like preventing tanking still doesn't, like you do what the NBA does and do a lottery where the team that's horrible, Knicks, can manage to be terrible for years because they can't do good enough to get a number 1 pick, and really a tank season probably would really help.
You mean do bad enough to get a number 1 pick?
Yeah.
But it promotes ownership and like GMs and stuff to actually put effort into their team and actually care, and the players to actually care. I prefer a lottery pick like the NBA versus the Jags and the Jets battling it out to see who has the worst record.
Yeah, but you don't often see, we had the Browns for a while that was always top 5, but teams don't just sit there for years in most instances. So that's the thing where it's like the Knicks are always a lottery pick year after year, and it's kind of like, well, maybe we should throw them a bone and give them a number 1 overall. Jets
franchise years took them to
the Sanchez had an
AFC
AFC Championship games.
Back-to-back ones.
Are you guys talking about Sanchez, not Sanchez?
No, he's the Sanchez.
That's Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez, the Sanchez. The franchise.
A franchise QB, Sanchez.
Yes.
Mr.
The man that made my dad a Browns fan.
Lordy. But no, like the thing with the NBA is like the season's so long that guys stop caring after a while because that they know they're not going to make the playoffs. So they figure why not just do as bad as possible to get a lottery pick. But because of the lottery, you're not guaranteed. So it really promotes playing decent the whole season.
But that's why you have contract incentives. Like contract incentive exists to try and prevent that. Like if my contract says I have to shoot over 34% from 3 and I'm showing at 32, I'm probably going to try and make some threes. And obviously I think after that 34, you might be like, oh, I'm just going to kind of sit on the other side of the line so it doesn't count. But yeah, there's incentives built into contracts for minutes, for games played, for percentages, just for total makes to try and keep guys from tanking.
Heavy though.
Yeah, the NFL is probably the most incentive heavy.
Right, exactly. Like the NBA isn't as incentive based. And besides contracts that are negotiated, like remember Richard Sherman's contract? Everyone thought he was an idiot for having a mostly incentive based contract. And then when he hit them all, it was like, oh, he's a genius. Like that's not common. Like people still think incentive based contracts are stupid. It's one of the reasons why Harbaugh took him so long to sign with Michigan, because they kept trying to have his contract be incentive based. Like, people don't want that because it messes with their opportunity to get money. So
yeah, for sure. Was there any other news from this week?
None I can think of.
Y'all are missing Trevor Bauer, our homeboy.
None I can think of.
No.
No. He's not news. I don't want to talk about it.
No. No.
I don't want to talk about how.
I brought this up. The whole Indians organization is $37 million. Trevor Bauer's getting paid $40 million.
Oh my gosh.
And the Indians had to trade away Francisco Lindor because they couldn't afford to keep him.
Yep.
So Trevor
just like all Indians
more
greats.
than the whole Indians organization.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been going on for years. CeCe, Cliff Lee, Manny Ramirez.
Yup. Preach.
Kluber. Even Bauer whenever he first went to the Reds.
Before he threw the ball.
Clevenger. Yeah,
Clevenger was traded for different reasons, not money reasons.
I thought his was because everyone hated him.
Yeah. Because he broke the bubble protocol and then put everyone on risk.
Yeah.
Especially with a cancer patient as your teammate.
Yeah.
That's a little rude.
But we did re-sign one of the greatest bullpen pitchers that we have.
No.
Yes.
Brad Hand.
Yep.
Oh, brother.
Oh, God.
Wait, you didn't see that, Brady?
I don't know what I want them to change first, their ownership or their name.
I'd rather sign Brian Shaw than Brad Hand.
Burn it to the ground.
Yeah,
sell the team, relocate him.
Can we? Just move us somewhere else. Somebody deserves us more.
Let's take a year off.
Pessimistic. Y'all are all rude. No.
Are we in the NFC East or something?
Yeah. No.
The thing is, Trevor Bauer's getting paid
We're the
$40
Knicks.
million, and the Reds couldn't even fork out that to.
Yeah, but the
have
Reds
a
are a small
decent
market
team.
team. That's
Right, but isn't that part of the issue with the MLB? The fact
Yeah.
that there isn't that cap that, you know,
Mhm.
or even a soft
makes
cap.
it more of an
There's no salary
thing.
cap. There's no revenue sharing.
Right. So
Yeah.
if you're the Pittsburgh Pirates in a small baseball market with a not great team, you'll forever be not great because you can't afford, unless you're making miraculous draft picks year after year that come up through the farm system and never get traded away. You're never going to get better.
Yeah.
Like that's and we were talking about it earlier. One of the issues why the MLB isn't as viewer friendly is because the discrepancy between teams is so big. Like you aren't going to expect an upset, and if there is an upset, it doesn't mean anything because the season's so long.
People like to point to like the small market teams actually win about the same as much as the large market teams, but that's small market teams as a whole. They're getting swapped out in year and year. They don't stick around like those large market teams do. And
yeah, right now the Dodgers
misleading
are worth
statistic.
$225 million. The Indians are worth 36. The New York Yankees are worth 184 million. That's just in their salary. That's not how much they generate in. And a team like Cincinnati is at 111, which is something, they're probably at the very tippy top of how much space they have. But I mean, look at Tampa Bay, who is in the World Series, is at $48 million in cap space.
Well, look at the Indians in 2016. They were in the World Series.
But Tampa was in it last year. We're talking.
Right. I'm talking 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
The World Series.
4 years ago, they go from World Series contenders to Jose Ramirez is your best player.
Yeah, and
is
he
he
might
the
be
only
leaving.
only player remaining?
There's two. It's him and
Roberto Perez.
And they said that they might be trading Jose
Ramirez.
Yeah. Because they can't afford to keep him either.
Yeah.
Who can they afford to keep?
Me.
Tito.
They can afford to keep me in line and keep buying jerseys.
Know how to keep players?
I don't know. The Clippers seem pretty decent.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm moving on to AAA.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna.
Clippers jacket.
We're all Akron Rubber Ducks fans now.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Oh wait, who's the Trash Pandas? They're
the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
City Trash Pandas.
They're in Birmingham, Alabama.
Yep.
Trash Pandas.
The Sugarland Skeeters, which
what
is in Texas.
Skeeter, like a flying squirrel or something?
Yeah, Skeeters, like a mosquito.
Oh, they just shortened the name mosquito.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I like that.
We found a whole giant.
My favorite is the Florence Y'alls.
The Florence Y'alls.
The Y'alls. Wait,
what's their mascot? Just a group of people?
It just says Y'alls across the hat.
I like their branding. It's just the logos, the word y'all script, and they have a nice like red, white, and blue, but it's like a baby blue and like very, very nice colors.
Yeah, it's solid colors. Like it's nothing.
It really just fits the location, you know.
There was one I saw that I really wish I could remember what the name was. It was horrible in the best possible way. Like
horrible in the best.
Stuck with me.
It's worse than Rubber Ducks.
I don't
like Rubber Ducky. You're the one. You made.
I do like minor league baseball because it's just you can get ridiculous with it.
Yeah, you can
between their jerseys, their
aqua
names.
socks.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen some of these minor league jersey promotions where they look like bad Halloween costumes, but everyone loves it just because it's so wild?
The bananas.
That's a team?
Yes. It's more of like a college, like you're kind of like, oh yeah, I'm not, my college eligibility is done, but I still want to go to the MLB. So you kind of farm system-y, but more attached to colleges than it is Major League Baseball.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not single A. It's like, but it's still considered pro.
It's still connected, but just
whatever
like the loosest connection you could have.
Yeah.
Okay. Just A. You drop the word single.
Yeah, it's not even like a single. It's
lowercase.
That's the Canadian league. Is the A.
Mm-hmm. The A.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying to remember some of them. Like there's like Rockhounds, River Dogs, River Cats, anything you can think of is just covered in this. And there were some that you wouldn't believe the names because they just sound ridiculous. The Montgomery Biscuits
for hours about bad team names.
Yeah, the Biscuits, which is just like a Popeyes biscuit.
Listen,
yeah, then all the ones for the Indians.
After every game, shoot, I'd be there.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish. Oh my gosh, there's one more. I got as soon as I find it, we will be done. But there was one that just was so crazy that I was like, that's something that somebody actually decided on, and they mark it.
Wait, was it the Seattle something?
Kraken?
No.
Yeah, the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and the Pensacola Blue Wahoos made me laugh a little bit. The Rumble Ponies.
No,
the Rumble Ponies.
It was some team that you thought the name was different.
There's the Traverse City Beach Bums.
Tarpoons. Tarpoons.
Oh yeah, the Tampa Bay Tarpons.
Tarpons.
Now, if you're scrolling real quick, and
it looks like tampon, we know.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, tampons? What? Why would you pick that as a name? And I'm like, that says tarpons. I'm just dumb.
Oh, it's just a big old fish.
Yeah.
It's just brain damage.
For the viewers at home, that's what a tarpon. Oh, here. That's what a tarpon is. Just a big old fish.
Yeah.
It's a strong, majestic fish. Nothing wrong with it.
So that's all we got for the news this week. A little bit derailed there. Thank you guys
I'd rather end on that than that miserable Trevor Bauer trade.
Remember to leave a like. Comment your favorite affiliate team. You know what? That's going to be what we want from you guys this week. Leave your favorite affiliate team name. Subscribe. Hit that bell whenever you subscribe, and it'll give you notifications whenever videos go up. Follow the Facebook. Follow the Twitter. Real quick, we haven't done it in a while. Shout out to Josh Page for our intro and outro music. We really appreciate him doing that and doing it for free. But that's all that we have for you for this. Remember, that's what we like to hear for our Super Bowl show.